Gotcha Fix emailed me, said that they had a cordless spray gun they wanted me to check out. I've been trying to get away from doing these reviews. I know people get tired of guys doing reviews all the time, but I kind of want it. I've got tons of spray guns, and I don't have a cordless one, so I either have to have an air tank or a cord. And I thought that in some cases that a cordless one may be really nice to have. So let's see if this thing is worth getting. All right, so it does have a little bag. You can keep all the stuff in, safety glasses, rubber gloves, don't need any of that. One of the things that I did see when they sent that to me was that it had multiple different nozzles. All right, so now I look at the book and I remember one of the reasons why I did say yes to this is that this has up to a 3mm nozzle on it. So, and they do have the markings on them. They're just kind of hard to read, but the nozzles are marked. So this is our 3mm nozzle. Many of these little paint guns I've gotten just don't spray thick paint real well. Now something that I didn't know until I got it, because a lot of these have real cheap batteries, and this is claiming a 4.5 amp hour batteries. If you've watched like Project Farm, you're going to know that typically the weight of a battery is going to be indicative of how much it's going to last. So this thing is 786. Let's see what this one is. 788. So these batteries are 700 grams. Now this is my Ridgid 4 amp. Now that said it's a 4.5 amp hour battery, but we're 691. So according to that, I would tend to say that these are probably going to be 4.5 amp hour, a true 4.5 amp hour battery, and not just a cheap 2 amp hour with a sticker on it, because they want the tool to work, and they don't advertise it. But just looking at this here, I'm pretty sure that a Makita battery will swap out. So if you're in the Makita line, you should be able to slide your Makita battery right in there. I usually paint with what I got. I got this old can of Oops paint I bought. I'm looking at the date code. I think this is 22023, so that should be like the 2nd of the 20th week. So that'll be around May 2023. It's currently April 26, so about 3 years old. And this is an exterior with primer. So this is one of the thicker paints that you can get when it's brand new, and then when it's older, it's even worse. So you're supposed to take the little cup, dip it in, and time how long it takes for the paint to run through. On the spray instructions, it said 50 to 80 seconds is about the max you want. Now I just timed this, and it was about 2 minutes. So this is much thicker than what the paperwork says that the machine will do, but this is what kind of paint I normally paint with when I'm going to be using a rig like that. So let's see if the thing will actually work in real life. Okay, so we have our little screw, like most of them have, to adjust the volume. I always set that to full control and then control it with the finger. If I don't want as much coming out, I just won't pull the trigger all the way back. They do have for a round pattern or an oval pattern, and we obviously got the up and down and side to side. So let's, one, see if this thing even works, and two, we'll check the different patterns out. So we got our side to side. Rotate that up. So we got our up and down, and then we've got our round. So those settings seem to work, and it seems to be putting out paint really well, better than I had really kind of expected from, with this paint, because this paint is not the best. So this part of the wall is about 100 square foot. So we're going to go ahead and spray this 100 square foot real quick and see how well the little... So this little wall is 12 foot wide, and it's 8 foot up here to this little trim board. So I thought it would be a really good test of this gun, especially since it's almost black. It's a very, very dark gray, and then this is a very light color. And I sprayed this with my big high pressure rig around the front, and I tell you, this little gun here, I think, had better coverage than my big Graco gun. And as you can see, it's covering in one coat, absolutely perfect. And I did this whole little area when I looked at the time on the video. Even with me stopping, moving my little stand around, it only took about 12 minutes. This was all I was going to do, is just make the video and paint the back side of the shed. But this little gun impressed me so much, I was wanting to see what else it would do. So the first jar I had strained because this is old paint. But you can see right there is like some clumps and lumps that are going into the jar. And my other high pressure gun, this thing would constantly clog, and every few seconds I'm having to flip the nozzle around. So I wanted to test and see just what this little gun would do. I had not planned on painting the back of my shed. I had gotten a can of that Oops paint and thought it was a gray, and painted the whole shed this dark color, and then it got really hot inside, so I had found another can of a lighter color, and I painted the front where the sun hits, and this side usually gets mold growing on after a couple years because it's on the shady side of the building. But this little gun was going so great. This wall is 44 foot long, and it took me about 25 minutes. And the thing about it is this paint, I mean, it had just, I could see big, huge lumps going into the paint as I was pouring it in. And with my other spray rig, I would have had to kept flipping the nozzle and clearing the nozzle. This gun did not clog up a single time. I mean, it just, it's got that 3-inch or 3 millimeter nozzle on it. So if there is a big clump, it'll blow through it. Now, I was about 30 foot in on this when the battery died. And now one thing I will say, not the best, is every time I checked the battery, it was showing 4 bars. And then I did notice it seemed like it wasn't putting out quite as much paint. And I was wondering, if I was getting a partial clog. And then all of a sudden it stopped because the battery was dead. And so I swapped the battery out and finished this out with no issues. So just be aware that the lights on the battery itself may not accurately show, but again, this little thing put out plenty of paint, and I can't say just how much I was impressed with the little machine. I had not really planned on doing this, but I'm so surprised with this little gun that was able to spray that real thick exterior paint. I went ahead, I've got some of this polyacrylic loaded up in here, and I've got the smallest tip on it now. Usually that polyacrylic is some of the thinnest stuff I got. So I'm going to try to spray it. I'm going to change my nozzle to the round pattern. I've got this screwed all the way out. All right, just get a little bit, and then let's see how well this can throw some clear coat down. Okay, so as you can see, I just took and rough hit this. It was unfinished. I hadn't really planned on finishing it, but just to see what this will do. glad I went ahead and answered that email and told them to go ahead and send me that gun out, because that little sucker is working fantastic to be able to paint with the old exterior paint and to blow through it better than my high pressure gun. And then usually I'm using my little air LPHV guns to spray my clear, and then you got to worry about getting the water in the air system. So a little battery powered gun like that is going to be fantastic. So definitely I'm going to look it up. I think they're sold on Amazon, whatever it is. I'll put some links in the description when I find them. Hopefully I'll email the company, see if I can get a discount code for everybody, and I'll put that in the description. But yeah, especially if you're already in the Makita line, being that this will take the Makita batteries, absolutely fantastic. So until next time, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.